Good morning. Here is the Sanibel Island and Southwest Florida update as of April 10th, 2023. Westwind Inn has been totally demolished in preparation for the rebuild. When I walked by the property in February, all the buildings did look significantly damaged, but I was hoping they could be repaired. I assume the structural damage was too severe to be repaired. This does make me very, very sad. We have so many good memories staying at the Westwind Inn. Plus, that was the one resort that we always saw gopher tortoises at. Speaking of gopher tortoises, today, April 10th, is Gopher Tortoise Day in Florida. I am going to read some interesting facts that the city of Sanibel posted in honor of Gopher Tortoise Day. In 2016, the Gopher Tortoise Council adopted April 10th as Gopher Tortoise Day in Florida in order to increase awareness and appreciation for this protected species. The gopher tortoise is considered a keystone species, which means it's a species in which other animals within an ecosystem largely depend on, and is an important indicator of an ecosystem health. Gopher tortoise burrows are home to more than 360 other species of wildlife, some of which would not exist without gopher tortoises. Unfortunately, due to obstacles such as habitat loss, disease, and poaching, gopher tortoise populations have declined an estimated 60 to 80% in the last century. Because of this, the gopher tortoise is listed as a threatened species and is protected by the state of Florida. On September 28, 2022, the island's gopher tortoises, their burrows, and their habitats were significantly impacted by Hurricane Ian, the full extent of which remains unknown. Prior to Hurricane Ian, Sanibel Island sustained a sizable population of gopher tortoises which inhabited conservation lands, residential neighborhoods, and commercial properties. In areas where gopher tortoises' habitat was damaged or destroyed by saltwater intrusion and hurricane debris, tortoises may seek new areas on the island to establish new burrows and home ranges. In accordance with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Gopher Tortoise Management Plan guidelines, the city requires that all development permit applications include the following: identification and location of wildlife habitats of gopher tortoises and their burrows, a plan to preserve gopher tortoise habitat in perpetuity or to mitigate for unavoidable impacts, verification that gopher tortoises have been protected on the site or have been removed from the proposed area of construction by a state-authorized gopher tortoise agent according to a plan approved by the city and the state. Side note, I want to know how to become a gopher tortoise agent. That sounds like an awesome job. Anyway, I was glad to read that Sanibel is taking an extra step to keep track of the gopher tortoises during all this new construction, because I am definitely curious about what happened to the Westwind Inn's turtles. I personally haven't heard anything, but if you have about the Westwind Inn turtles and know something, please comment down below. And I also mentioned yesterday that Osprey code enforcement hearing was today, but unfortunately it was not live streamed. I need to do a little more digging to hear what happened with that case, so I will get back to you on that one when I find something out. Thanks for listening.